Hello, boys and girls. Today we are on lesson 11.6, and it is called Use Area Models. We are on page number 655. Let's look at our essential question today. The essential question says, why can you multiply to find the area of a rectangle? So we'll discover that today. We've been doing it a little bit in class. We'll find out why today. Let's take a look at unlock the problem. Christina has a garden that is shaped like the rectangle below. Okay, over here. So here is the rectangle we're talking about. What is the area of her garden? Oh, I missed one part. Each unit square represents 1 square meter. That's also important. So the first thing, one way, count unit squares. Count the number of unit squares in all. So we just come over here and count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And as I was counting, I'm sure some of you found or thought of maybe a quicker, easier way, and we'll probably touch on that later today. But when I counted, there were 18 unit squares, and if you remember, each unit square was a square meter, so my area is 18 square meters. Remember, when we find area, we need to have a label there. Square meters, square feet, square centimeters, or square units. Here's another way. We can use repeated addition. We can count the number of rows, as it says right here. So I'll come over here, count my rows. There's 1, 2, 3 rows. So we have 3 rows. And then the next part it says is to count the number of unit squares in each row. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 unit squares in that row, and same number of unit squares in the second row. And the bottom row, I also have 6 unit squares. So I have 3 rows of 6. So next part, write an addition equation. We'll do that over here. And we look at my green numbers I wrote there. 6 unit squares, 6 unit squares, 6 unit squares in those 3 rows. So it's 6 plus 6 plus 6, that equals 18. Same answer as we had up there because it's the same shape, same answer. Our area is 18 square meters. And finally, we can use multiplication. Again, we count the number of rows. We have 3 rows, 1, 2, 3. So we count the number of rows, 3 rows. Next up, we count the unit squares in each row. And again, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 unit squares in each row. So we have 3 rows of 6. So we've talked about this multiplication symbol right here. Can all mean groups of, and it can mean rows of also. So same thing here. How about I get an eraser? There we go. 3 rows of 6 equals 18. Okay. The question here says, the rectangle is like an array. How do you find the total number of squares in an array? So if we look at this, we had been used to drawing arrays that look like this. We would draw circles. Whoops, sorry about that. There we go. Circles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 circles in my first row, and 6 circles in my second row, and in my third row I also have 6 more circles. I have 3 rows of 6. When we draw an array like that, 3 rows of 6, multiplication problem. So how do you find the total number of squares in an array? Well, we multiply, if you remember way back when. Okay? So we can multiply for here too, and that's why we had 3 times 6, and our area was 18 square meters. Let's go to the next page. Try this. Find the area of the figure each unit square is 1 square foot. So if we look, we have 4 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4 rows going side to side, right? So we have 4 rows of, and then we have to count up how many are in the row, and they already told us, but we'll count it anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 in each row. They haven't told us that right there. But 10 in each row. 4 rows of 10. 4 times 10 equals 40. So the area is 40 square feet. And why is it square feet? Because they told us right there. Okay. 4 times 10. 4 rows of 10 there. All right, time for the share and show. There are 5 problems here on this page that I need you to do. Pause the video, do those problems, and then once you've done the problems, you can resume the video to check your work. Go ahead and pause the video now. All right, boys and girls, I assume you have done these 5 problems and you're now resuming the video to check your work. Let's take a look. Number 1 says look at the figure. So I come over here, look, count up my rows. There are 1, 2, 3 rows, and I can count up how many are in each row. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 3 rows of 4. 3 rows of 4. I can do that with addition, so I add up each row. That's a row of 4, plus a row of 4, plus a row of 4. 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals 12. Or I can use multiplication. 3 rows of 4 equals 12. What is the area of the figure? 12 square units. Number 2. Find the area of the figure. Each unit square is 1 square foot. So I have 2 rows. 2 rows of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 rows of 7. 2 times 7 equals 14 square. That's my abbreviation for square. Feet. Abbreviation for that is FT period. Number 3. Count out my rows. I have 1, 2, 3 rows. 3 rows of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 rows of 5. 3 times 5 equals 15 square feet. That's my area, 15 square feet. Number 4 and number 5 say each unit square is 1 square meter. So I count out my rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rows of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 rows of 8. Okay. 4 rows of 8. 4 times 8 equals 32 square meters. Abbreviation for meters is just M. There is no period after the M. In the metric system, their abbreviations don't have periods afterward. Okay? And now we look at the next one. Here I can count up. I see I have 1, 2, 3 rows. 3 rows of, we'll count up how many are in each row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3 rows of 9. 3 times 9 is 27. So my area is 27 square meters. Okay. That's it for the YouTube video today, boys and girls. We'll get you your assignment here in just a moment. And do your best, persevere. As always, this is Mr. P, and I am out.